upper level.
Not another nickel, not another dime, no more money for Israel's crimes.
Whose streets? Our streets.
Whose land?
Our land.
Whose streets?
Our streets.
Whose land?
Our land.
From the river to the sea.
From the river to the sea.
Palestine will be free.
Palestine will be free.
To let Grand Central Station know, to let Eric Adams know, to let the United Nations know. All of these people who claim to care about human rights, who claim to care about justice, that there is no human rights, there is no justice, there is no freedom in Palestine. United Nations, you can't hide!
United Nations, you can't hide.
We charge you with genocide!
We charge you with genocide.
Not just annexation, not just occupation, fight for liberation, bring the whole thing down.
We don't want no two states.
We want 48!
We want 48.
We don't want no two states!
We don't want no two states.
We want all of it!
We want all of it.
Eric Adams supports the murder of Palestinian children!
Eric Adams supports the murder of Palestinian children.
Eric Adams supports the murder of Palestinians!
Eric Adams supports the murder of Palestinians.
If you stand with Israel, you stand with genocide! If you stand with Israel, you stand with ethnic cleansing! If you stand with Israel, you stand with murder! If you stand with Israel, you stand with racism! If you stand with Israel, you stand for death and destruction! This is what this man stands for in his own words! He said when he retires, he wants to go and settle Palestinian land himself! He wants to be a settler! Free, free, free Palestine!
Free, free, free Palestine.
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine. Shut it down. 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 Shut it down.
Palestinians should not have to beg for you to watch their children get their arms blown off! But that's how low the bar is! Because that's what it is right to rebuild!
It is right to rebuild.
Israel, go to hell!
Israel, go to hell.
And settlers, go back home!
Settlers, settlers, go back home.
Palestine is ours alone!
Palestine is ours alone. Say it loud, say it clear.
We don't want no Zionists here!
We don't want no Zionists here.
Free! Free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine.
Free, free, free Palestine!
Free, free, free Palestine.
Jerusalem's our capital!
Jerusalem's our capital.
This is unacceptable!
Unacceptable.
Jerusalem's our capital! There is only one solution!
There's only one solution.
Intifada revolution!
Revolution.
Intifada, intifada!
Intifada, intifada.
Globalize the intifada!
What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? If we don't get it, if we don't get it,
Free, free, free Palestine.
resistance is justified
Resistance is justified.
when people are occupied.
When people are occupied.
From New York to Gaza,
New York to Gaza.
How do we allow Eric Adams to continue to be our mayor when he tweets standing with so-called Israel against terror? Resistance is not terrorism. Palestinians have every single right to defend themselves by any means necessary. These are your tax dollars paying for this. Every single one of us here, every single person in this city, whether you pay taxes to the government, whether you pay sales taxes every time you go and buy something, a fraction of that money goes to the Israeli army, $10 million every single day, that ends up as bullets and bombs on Palestinian children and their families. Look at attention, but those are people that support baby killers. They support baby killers, and they come out here when we come out and leave our children at home to say, stop murdering our babies, you nasty motherfuckers. And you come out with your dirty ass flag that represents cowards. It represents baby killers. It lives off the American taxpayer, motherfucker. All we want is our money to stop funding Israeli weapons every day. That's $10.2 million a day of American taxpayers' money going for fucking weapons to murder our children, and that's why we're here.
Since Friday, the Zionist entity has murdered over 45 Palestinians, including 15 children, and injured over 300 people. The blood of all of our martyrs is on the hands of these Zionist war criminals. The blasts have torn apart families, just as they have torn apart streets, schools, mosques, and the very earth of our beloved Palestine.
As a messenger from my brothers and sisters of the Jewish religion, from Al-Quds-occupied Palestine, and from around the world, we have one message. This is unacceptable. The occupation in its entirety is a scandal, is a Nakba, is a crime.